Playoffs, baby.
Woo! Welcome, everybody. Ben and Woods, 97.3 The Fan. I feel you this morning. I feel a lot of you this morning listening. And for that, I'm very, very appreciative. I saw a lot of tweets last night, and I love those tweets so much. Oh, I can't wait for Ben and Woods. I see them, though, and I'm like, you better bring it tomorrow. You better bring it. I'm laying in bed last night going, you better bring it tomorrow. I'll tell you what, man. We are just an instrument for the team that has brought it so many times this season. I could not be happier for, more impressed by, more proud of our San Diego Padres. They're going to the playoffs, boys, and that is just not something I had in the cards this year. I hoped and I hoped and I hoped, and now I'm watching it going, yeah, that ain't enough. Playoffs is not enough for this team. Welcome in. You're listening to Ben and Woods on 97.3 The Fan. Man, so happy this morning. I'm Woodsy. That's Paul Rindo, the executive producer. Good morning, Paulie.
Good morning. Great morning.
Benjamin Higgins, your friendly neighborhood sports anchor, joins us as well. Good morning, Benjamin.
Good morning. I mean, we were lined up for an epic morning, and then they turned to triple play to clinch a playoff spot.
Uno, dos, tres. Your own triple play in here this morning. LFGSD Padres says, finally see these foos in some Padres jerseys. We're not big jersey guys, but we wear, well, we're always a merch on, I think. I didn't even wear my jersey today. You guys didn't tell me you guys were wearing jerseys. I would have
needed the reminder.
I would have worn one, but I do have my Slam Diego shirt on, and man, I'll be on. Can I be honest with you guys of what I did this morning when I woke up?
You did. So you went to sleep at some point.
I
wasn't 100% sure if that was going to happen or not. I know you'd be so wired at the end of that game. I had trouble going to sleep myself.
I timed it out beautifully, and I got home. We did a little unofficial watch party last night with some buddies at a place called the Bermuda Club. And it's a really cool place. They got golf simulators, and there was a taco truck, and we just went, big screens, we went and watched the game. There's maybe 20 of us, and Benny was there. Paulie was playing basketball, and it's up in Carlsbad. So we went and saw some dear friends and watched a little bit of the game. So I left in the fifth, after the fifth was over.
Yes.
Got in the car, listened to the sixth, got home, had to roll the garbage cans out and do a bunch of stuff, got inside, and as soon as I walked in the door, Bobo was passed out in my bed. I picked him up, carried him to bed, tucked him in, came in, popped my Ambien. Right then. So about mid-seventh.
Uh-oh.
So I'm trying to time this thing out beautifully. And so because I knew I'm going to be wired. If they win, and if they lose, I may not sleep for days. So I timed it out perfectly. Last out was made. Watched 30 seconds and went to sleep. So I actually feel pretty good this morning. But I woke up this morning, and I walked into the closet, and I was thumbing through all of my Padres merch and deciding, what should I wear today? And I have a shirt that I got when our beloved owner passed away, and it's my Papa Pete shirt. And I took it out of the off the hanger, and I put it on, and it was
Little tight.
It was
A little
skin tight.
Shrunk in the wash, obviously.
Skin tight. It was like somebody. Now it's made out of, I think, cotton and polyester, but this felt and looked like spandex. And I went, well, I would like to wear that, but I'm not going to wear that because it's not going to be comfortable. B, I'm going to look like a hot dog that's been left in the microwave. And I said, I can't do it. So I repped this one, Slam Diego, California. I love it. Just in a really, really good mood this morning. And I got to tell you, man, Benny, I think my dad, Gary Woods, I think he's converted 100%. Because I woke up
Yankees fan for life, essentially.
His dad was a Yankee fan, went to college in Manhattan, grew up watching Joe D play. My dad grew up in Detroit, hated the Tigers, loved the Yankees because his dad did. Grew up watching the Mick play. When I met my dad in 1985, he's like, I'm a Yankee fan. I said, I don't know S about baseball. I'm with you. Grew up watching Mattingly and Jeter play. I mean, I could not care less what happens to them now. My dad, I feel like he's the same way. I woke up to a slew of texts from him this morning. He said the other day, he's like, I am just in. I am just all in on this team. I said, it's really hard not to be.
I know you're not going to believe this. I actually got a call from my dad. We never talk on the phone.
No way.
We see each other in person a lot and text, but the call, the two of us aren't phone talkers, but after the triple play, he actually picked up the phone, called me. I mean, most of our, bonding childhood came at Padres games, so that was a big moment for us. We've only seen a few playoff clinchers in our lifetime, so he had to call and just say, I mean, was that not one of the most amazing things you've ever seen? And, of course, it absolutely was. That was very special last night.
It was. It was cool to get this.
Sounds like a very special moment for both of you guys with your fathers.
You had to make it off there, Polly.
Well, I'm going to sit in it for a minute. Just gonna let it wash over.
We just need Mud to adopt Paul or
I'm
something.
going to start calling Gary on my way in.
You could. He's up. They're up. Both my parents. It's the one, oh, God, Paulie, when you do that to us, it kills me. It just kills me. Paulie, it's not your fault. Okay? It's not your fault. I'm serious. It's not your fault. All right? You can call me anytime in the morning.
Thanks, Dad.
It's just a dagger. Just a straight, from a distance, he's behind a tree and he goes, and it's like a Chinese star, and you go, ah, and he just gets right in the kidney, and you're like, oh, that son of a bitch got me again. Holy cow. Man, what a great night. What a great, great night. But, listen, I think it is important to let everybody know the job is not finished by a long stretch. But today, definitely a day of reflection. I thought about it, man. I was like, Paulie, go pull our thoughts on this, what we expected out of this team. And I think to a man, we're like, man, sure hope that 82 wins could get you in, because I just don't see anything more than that. But man, they have continued to prove me wrong, you wrong, Paulie wrong, all of us wrong, all season long. And to watch what they're able to do last night, getting down, not letting it spiral, the whole thing, just so much credit to go out. And yes, of course, guys, I mean, I see you. I see your little PPs in the chat. Just, boop, I see it. Of course, we have to talk about Robert Torres again. Of course, we're going to mention it. It ain't all sunshine and rainbows. But, man, the underlying constant theme of the San Diego Padres in the year 2024 is pick your brother up. Pick your brother up. When your brother makes a mistake, you pick your brother up. Xander Bogaerts got picked up. Crony's gotten picked up. Manny's gotten picked up. Higgy's gotten picked up. And everybody is picking their brother up. And it just, you can't quantify that, man. And it is just so special.
I just want to say here in the open, because would you guys agree that I'm the skeptic generally of the show? I don't believe in the UFOs and the aliens and the ghosts, and you got to prove it to me logically to convince me. You need to come with facts and a logical, scientific argument if you're going to convince me. So as much as I thought the sentiment of doing it for Peter Seidler could inspire the team, the idea of someone just above, throwing magic on this season was never something you were going to be able to convince me of, because how can you do that logically? I don't know what else to say other than someone is looking over the Padres this season. I've watched every year of my life, and I've never seen anything like this. I mean, maybe it's just the most incredible coincidence of all time, but you take a franchise who year after year is defined by failure and heartbreak and bad things happening to them, which happens because it's baseball, and a lot of bad things happen to you in baseball. And you just have magical moment after magical moment after magical moment. I mean, we've had 20 years worth of magical moments, all in this season. I mean, what else can you ascribe it to? Yes, the players,
are great,
the coaches, all of them, yes. But there is feels like there's a heavenly touch upon this season. And I can't deny it at this point. The skeptic in me says something is going on here that I cannot explain with the Padres.
Brushing my teeth to get ready to go down to meet you last night, Benny. And I was listening to something, and they had a Padres commercial on. Dylan Cease throws a no-hitter. And I go, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He threw a no-hitter. You know what I mean? Like you said, 20 years of memories rolled into one. But, again, I still don't get the sense that this team is done. And I've just enjoyed, and I'm going to enjoy what I've seen so far. I'm not going to get too spun out about what's to come. I enjoyed that game last night. I really did. I enjoyed that game down 1-0. I knew we could get back. Once they held it to one run, I knew we can get back. I'm not even worried about this. And I said it kind of in passing on Monday. I'm just not really worried about these guys and anybody up and down the lineup. I'm just not. I'm not worried. I believe in all of them, and it's a weird feeling, man. And I hated that error by Xander Bogaerts last night. I sure did. But, did he redeem himself? Yes. Was he picked up? Yes. Cronin picked him up, and I'm not worried about Cronenworth. I'm a little bit worried about Suarez, but I believe that he can get the job done.
Cronenworth is a perfect example. Did I read he did not have an RBI all September?
Yeah,
insane.
And then he shows up
3
and
RBI in
balls
September.
out.
And the defense, bro, the defensive play. He's a baseball player. And you look at his crap numbers and you go, yeah, guy still has 80 RBI. He's played multiple positions. He moves up and down the lineup. He's our guy, dude. I just love them and I believe in them. And it is just a weird headspace to be in.
I think, though, the one that got me this morning, the tweet that is going around from OptaStats, it said in MLB,
this is bananas.
In MLB history, there have been over 700 triple plays turned. So in, 150 years, that means there's 5 or so a season. 300 no-hitters thrown. So about 2 a season, no-hitters. Over 300 sets of back-to-back-to-back home runs. So that's something that happens 2 or 3 times a season, and 100 comeback wins from 8 runs down. So that's something that happens less than once a year. Only one team has ever done all 4 in the same season, the 2024 San Diego Padres.
Like you said, man, years and years of moments and magical memories packed into, that season's not even over yet. They have 157 games they've played. They got 5 to go. It's not even over yet. So what's going to happen tonight? That's something we can look at, certainly. But just kudos to A.J. Preller and to Mike Schilt and the rest of the players, man. The players. Just dominating. And I'll tell you, man, you know how I feel about Manny Machado. That dude is one of one. There's nobody like him. Nobody. One of one makes that play last night. One. Did you see that feed? If you had to draw it up, there's not another third baseman on the planet that turns that triple play like he does. Not one. He's one of one, and he's ours. It's bananas, man. Bananas to watch. I am amazed at what this team did last night.
And also, let me throw in the fans as well, who have been so phenomenal, not just at home setting a new attendance record, but I saw a ton of brown and yellow up there at Dodger Stadium, putting your life on the line, going up to Dodger Stadium for that game last night. I could hear you.
Yeah, we heard you.
During the game when the Padres did something good. It got loud there at Dodger Stadium. That was very impressive, and you fans have been impressive all season long.
Brought it. Bring it online. You bring it in the chat. You bring it to this radio show. You bring it to Petco Park. Let's keep these vibes rolling, man. Seriously.